And like I said earlier, crime and homelessness taking center stage in California's primaries today. Fox Digital spoke to voters in Venice, it's a lovely neighborhood in Los Angeles, on what influenced their vote for mayor. Watch.
I think the current situation with the crime and, the homeless situation is a big factor. We have to take into consideration what's going on with our local situation.
The homeless issue, because we're in Venice and it's everywhere. And it's worse than it used to be.
Really, the influence of my vote is about fixing the city. We have one of the greatest cities in the country, and we've let it run afoul.
That's what I love about people in Los Angeles. No matter how bad it is, they still believe in the city. They still believe in what has always been great is still there, but it takes the right leadership to cultivate that again. Now, the primary election comes days after we got this video of a teen driving under the influence and hitting a woman and her baby, driving the wrong way down an alley in Venice. LA DA George Gascon has faced criticism for sending the teen driver to a 5-month juvenile summer camp instead of giving him a harsher sentence like he deserves because he poisoned a girl by spiking her drink a couple of years ago. The mom says, who was hit, the DA values the life of the driver more than her and her baby. Unfortunately, Gascon is not on the ballot, but he may face a recall election soon, as Gary Hoffman was just alluding to. Voters still have the chance to elect officials that can make a change. Will tough-on-crime candidates win out tonight in California? Joining me now, LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva. He is up for re-election. You are facing pretty stiff competition as well. Welcome back to the show, Sheriff.
Oh, thank you. How are you all doing?
It's an interesting thing to watch because right now it's really in terms of the fight for the soul of LA. It is between you and George Gascon. Do you welcome the fight?
I look forward to it. I think this is all about the political establishment, their failed policies, and they're surrounding themselves with failed people either occupying office or the ones they've recruited to run against me to continue those failed policies. They just cannot admit when they're wrong and, hey, let's figure out something else and come together as a community. No, no, no. It's about doubling down on failure and insisting that's the way forward.
But you've had a hard time. You and your department, I was lucky enough to do a fly-along in one of the LA County helicopters, and two of your deputies, incredibly professional, showed me the homeless landscape throughout all of LA County. And it's unbelievable because it's like whack-a-mole. As soon as you clear up an encampment, another one pops up. And the mayor of LA is not on your side. Eric Garcetti has not even acknowledged that homelessness is a municipal problem. So how are you pushing back against critics who say that you have been heavy-handed, you have not appropriately taken on brutality within your department, and that's why you are facing 6 challengers?
No, I'm facing 8 challenges because the political establishment recruited them to run against me. Specifically, they do not want an independently elected sheriff. I'm focusing on homelessness, on violent crime, what matters to the community, just as you're talking about. And yet they want everyone to look the other way. They want to claims about brutality. What evidence do they have? They don't have anything. A large organization as ours, just like NYPD, LAPD, there's going to be issues that need to be addressed. There's going to be issues of excessive force, which we are addressing. We're holding people accountable. We're prosecuting where need to be prosecuted. We're terminating people that need to be terminated. And that's it. So people claim that somehow that we're condoning anything wrong. They're just flat out wrong. They got a false narrative going, and they know it because it's all about to distract the voter away from the homeless crisis and violent crime. It won't be solved by defunding the sheriff's department.
Who do you like better, Karen Bass or Rick Caruso?
That's a hands-down easy one. Definitely Caruso over Bass. She represents everything that is wrong with the status quo right now, and she wants to double down on the status quo.
She's saying she wants to fund more law enforcement in Southern California. You know, I'll believe that when I see it. But she is part of the monoparty Democrat California establishment that has just failed upward. They don't offer solutions. So would you like to work with Rick Caruso if you both win your elections tonight?
I need to work with whoever wins that race for mayor, and I'm excited to work with someone who's actually going to support law enforcement, calls for funding instead of defunding law enforcement, and working together and collaboratively, because we have to tackle the homeless crisis. We cannot be the magnet for the entire nation's homeless. And all these platitudes coming from the status quo, and unfortunately, ask yourself, it sounds exactly the same. They can't even admit that we've become the magnet for the entire nation's homeless. They have no solutions whatsoever for a dynamic problem.
No, they don't. And your department has talked about having to work with mental health services and other departments and having better communication. You have been blocked from so many of those resources by the LA County Board of Supervisors, considered to be the most powerful political body in the country. Sheriff Villanueva, we will be watching your race. Thank you so much for coming by.
All right. Well, thank you all.